It is the video solution of exam 58 practical part for course 27006. Okay, I start connecting to the network directory, so file explorer or whatever you want, // ubz01 fst. Since I'm connected from outside university in VPN, I must add unibz.it. Not exams, as every time there's a student doing it. Courses. Come on. Takes a while because I'm home. Not course Coletti, but exam Coletti. You find yourself. I am here. Instead of dragging the entire directory, enter it, copy the files. Yes, that may be harmful. And now I don't close this window. Come on! Okay, I don't close this window, but I iconize it, so at the end of the exam I can easily get them back. Open banks.xlsx with Microsoft Excel 2016. Okay. Open it. Copy the content of row 1 into column A of sheet row 1. Let's change the name of the sheet. Copy here. Okay, I will change the name of the sheet for the exam because otherwise copy here. You don't know how many of you will misunderstand. So right click copy. Okay, I have to copy it into the column, which means transpose. Here it is. Done. In column N, insert a date build using 15 as date, current month as month, and the year of column B as year. So equal date, year, month, today, and 15. That's it. Click, done. I save. Copy the values of column N in dates, formatted as date with 2 digits year. Copy. Okay, here obviously you have to choose values, otherwise it won't work. Okay, it must be formatted as date. 2 digits. Well, anyone using 2 digits is enough, is okay for me. Produce PDF. I save. Produce PDF file banks.pdf using blah 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 blah. So first we have to set the blah 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 blah. So page layout here. Okay, grid lines. So here, grid lines. A footer with automatic printing date on the left and page number with total pages on the right. Footer, print date on the left, this one, page number. So let's write page off. You can write whatever you want here. The important thing is that you use these two things. Okay. Okay. Save, because you never know what happens when you... Now save as PDF. Desktop. Where is the PDF? Where is the PDF? Where is the PDF? PDF. Banks.pdf. Save. Is there any other restriction? One page only? No. No way. So the only thing is necessary is this footer and the grid lines. Okay. This is the PDF. I will close it. Okay. I save. In sheet scenario, fill cell B6 with an appropriate formula. Well, honestly, I don't give any instruction, but when you have units, price per unit, fixed cost, and variable cost per unit equal units. Oops, sorry, this price per unit is not necessary. Okay, equal units by variable cost per unit plus fixed cost. Okay, that's it. Then in a new sheet, insert a scenario summary using appropriate labels in the first column with at least 3 possible variations of B1, B3 variables. Okay, so I save, by the way, data, what if analysis, scenario manager, add a new scenario name, start, changing cell, this one's, okay, these are the start data, scenario more units, so 20, less fixed costs, so instead of 9, 2, and more variable cost. So let's suppose also you produce less units for, okay, summary, result cell is this one, okay. Okay, now I have to write here the correct dates. There are two ways to the correct labels. There are two ways to do it. You can redo everything, selecting this, calling this cell units, this cell fixed cost, this cell variable cost. But honestly, recently I found out that maybe this one is the faster. Click. Oops. Okay. And let's, if you want, you can paint them, but it's not necessary. Save. In Sheet Solver, find the optimal non-negative amount of each panel's type in cell B3, E3, highlighted in yellow, to maximize the total profit. Each unit of panel uses some resources which have a maximum written in green in column F. Okay, so you have to set up an entire solver here. So your objective, you have to write it. Objective. Your objective is clearly to maximize the profit. Do I write it? To maximize the total profit. Okay. Okay, this is your objective. It's very boring to write something like this. In fact, there is a trick in Excel which I don't explain in lesson, but the trick is the following. Some product, you just choose the first array and the second array, and you will get the same result. Now it's 0, obviously. Okay. So whenever you want to make a product, then sum product, sum product, sum product, sum, you can use function sum product. It's much faster. But since I didn't explain, it's leave like this. So this is my objective function. My boundaries is that the number of pellets by the glue liters must be smaller than the maximum available. Ooh, it's a long. Okay. So I have to write here. Insert. Used quantities. Okay. Equal this one by this one plus this one by this one plus. Same thing here. If you use some product, you get a little faster. Okay. Now, since you plan to drag it down, maybe if you put some dollars, it will be easier for you. So all the three must be dollarized. and now you can easily pull it down and it will work. Okay. Objective function set, used quantity set. Let's put this thing in blue. Okay, save. This is half of the work. So data, what if analysis, no, sorry, solver. Set objective here by changing cells. This for subject constraint. This one must be smaller or equal than this one. Add. This one must be smaller or equal than this one. Add. This one must be smaller or equal than this one. Add. This one must be smaller or equal than this one. Okay. Make unconstrained variable non-negative. Remember it. Okay. Or alternatively, you can choose this one, this one, this one, and this one larger or equal to 0. Solve. Trackete. Okay. Here the result. So no Aspen. Save, because after all this effort. Insert a table for a mortgage loan of 50,000 euros of 10 years starting blah 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 with variable interest rate and adjustable payments. Okay, so, well, when you have to insert a mortgage loan, if you redo it from 0, you are crazy. You can just go to my, if it arrives, my lectures, Excel, my lecture file, and take it from there. It's much easier. If it opens. So let's insert a new sheet here. The mortgage loan is this one, the one with variable interest rate, so you copy it. Okay, it's how much? 50,000. Okay, the interest rate is, where is it? %. So let's suppose it forever, 10 years. So this is year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it must go also here. Okay, the payment, let's determine it, equal PMT. A loan at 2%, 10 years, 50,000. So it's minus 5,000 per year. Well, since I'm lazy, I make equal, and I take this one, and then I dollarize it. Oops, this is the file in which the money paid is negative, so I have to fix here with a plus. Depending on which kind of file. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, what happens? 7 payments, you keep 2%, and then 3%. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this must be untouched. This is the first one who will be modified. Okay, and here there is also the year. Well, okay, sorry. There is the year explicitly written. So okay, so here it starts to be how much? 3%. Okay. And now this is the payment which must change, so equal PMT, rate 3%, number of periods 3, and PV, this the difficult thing is this one. Okay, fine, save. When you exit 0 here, it's fine, save, and leave it like this. Okay, insert a VBA function called texts, which accepts as input a number income and a text work type. It returns the text calculated as blah 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 blah. So we have to do Visual Basic here. Alt F11. I go, now my screen is very small. Okay, I go here, insert module. Okay, so function, taxes, income. Well, if you want, you can write income as double, but since we have not introduced this thing, you can just write income, work type. Okay, if you're using a Mac, then the function doesn't appear. Then, so you can see in the formula here there must be clearly an if. However, we use we use deduction, which is not yet specified. So if you just start with if income smaller than 35,000, oops, then taxes equal income minus 30,000, no, minus deduction by, well, 20% is 0.2. I don't know whether 20% works. Let's see. No, it doesn't work, definitely. It's 0.2. Else, I am lazy, so I copy 6,000 plus income minus deduction minus 30,000 by 0.4 and if. Okay, the problem is that in these formulas here, deduction is not defined. So what is deduction? So please don't put what is deduction below, because it's worthless. You have to put it above. If work type equal dependent, then deduction equal 6,000. Else if work type equal self, then deduction equal 3,000. Else deduction equal 0, and we must warn the user. So message box warning, your value for deduction, for work type. And now we also write values. This is not required, but will increase your points. Work type is wrong, exclamation mark. Deduction will be 0. Okay, and if. Okay, pretty simple. The thing to take care of is that first you have obviously to define deduction, and then you can calculate the rest. Even though while talking normally, you would write it as I have written it. So it's not me being evil, but because when you know you receive normal instruction, you receive them like this. Okay, I save. Do I want to continue saving as a macro free? No, I want to save it as a macro enabled. So where is it? Here. Okay. Now, okay, let's just quickly check whether it works. It's not required at this one to check, but I make 20,000 and with self. Oops. Not comma, but a semicolon for me. Okay. Instead of self, I write set rifle. Warning. Okay. And it takes. Okay. It works. I save everything. I think I can close. I check that I have all my files and I don't lose them around. And now I switch to Access. I open Car Workshop. Enable content. Create query 1 that lists all the customers with phone number starting with 0. Oh, easy peasy. I use query design because I am an expert user. Customers. well, as you should be, so I need first name, last name, and phone number. It must start with 0, so like, quotation, because it's text, phone number is text, 0 asterisk. Okay, let's see. Yes, it works. Okay, save as query 1. Okay, I don't care about the capitalization, so that's fine. Create query shootout lists for each car, all the repairs, and for each one the total amount of work hours. Sorted by first by production year, then by car producer, and then by car model. Fields exactly in this order. Oh, there's a lot of things to do. Okay, so create query design. So first since I need the car plate, I need the cars. Okay. Then I need the repairs. And since I need the total amount of work hours, I need also in charge. Okay, I don't think there is nothing else needed. Okay. So, car plate, car model, car producer, and sum of work hours. So, for the moment, I put work hours. Okay, it must be this one, sum. Okay, let's see how does it look like. Apart from the... Okay, but fine for the moment. Let's fix the sorting issue. Sorted first by production year, which is not present, so I have to put it somewhere. So I put it at the beginning, because if I put it at the end, then it will be the last thing which will be sorted. So I must put it at the beginning. Production year. Well, I need it only for the sorting, ascending. Well, in this case, let's put where, but in this case, whatever you put is okay. I will consider okay in the total. Let's see. No, I cancel whatever you put is okay. You must put goodbye, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay. And then, I'm not sure, and then by car producer, and then by car model. However, car producer is after car model. So, in order to sort first by car producer and then by car model, I have to copy this thing here. Undo. Okay, have to insert a new. How can I insert a new? Here, like this. I have to insert a new car producer here. Not show. Okay, and this one is not necessary. Okay, so now it will be sorted by production year, car producer, then by car model, and the field displayed will be car plate, car model, car producer, and work hours. Okay. But since it's sorted by car production year, I don't know whether it's correct or not, but let's display it just to check whether it's correct or not. Yes, first by car, then okay, yes, it's correct. I remove it, save. Okay, fine, exercise of access finish. Okay, now I have to copy the files back. If you have been smart, you have them here. Okay, and you just take them and copy them back. Obviously, Windows will ask you whether you want to overwrite banks and car workshop, and what do you answer? Let's see. Come on, it's so long. Okay, before answering replace, you check you are copying from the desktop to Collective Power, and this is okay. Because I'm really tired of students who do the vice versa and then blame the computer for having eaten their files. Okay, so now replace. Okay, and exam is over.